Welcome to Motivational Corner. Today we will discuss and talk about the power hidden inside your pain. Pain has a way of arriving uninvited. It shows up when a marriage falls apart, when a relationship you believed in ends, when a job you depended on disappears overnight, when illness changes your body, or when a business you poured your heart into collapses. Pain doesn't discriminate. It comes in different forms and at different levels of intensity. But sooner or later, it finds us all. Most of us are taught to run away from pain, to suppress it, to pretend it doesn't exist. But what if pain isn't here to destroy us? What if pain is carrying a hidden power, one that can shape us, strengthen us, and launch us into a greater version of ourselves? Today, we are going to talk about the power hidden inside your pain and how what hates you may actually be what transforms you. Watch this video to the end, because by the end of it, you will become transformed. You will fully understand why pain isn't the enemy, but a launchpad for us to build our character and become stronger than before. Also remember to hit the subscribe button so that we can continue to bring you transformational content to reinvigorate your life. Pain is not meant to break you. It is meant to build you. It teaches you courage when comfort is gone. It reveals resilience you didn't know you had. And if you're willing to face it rather than fear it, pain can become the very springboard that propels you towards growth, purpose, and success. It stretches your character, sharpens your courage, and reveals strength you didn't know existed. I personally have a share of that pain. I was born with a stammer, and as I was younger, speaking was such a hard thing. I could hardly string a sentence without a stammer interrupting. But when I attended secondary school, a few interesting developments happened. I was voted to be the school's head boy out of hundreds of other boys. I wasn't the most intelligent or the most outspoken. I was probably the quietest due to the stammer, but others saw the potential in me despite that stammer, despite the pain of not being able to articulate myself. I kept asking myself, how could the entire school put that trust in me, that huge responsibility in me? I was also voted as the captain of the school's volleyball team, so I had two very important leadership roles. Confidence began to grow. The stammer lost its grip, and I learned a lesson that despite setbacks, struggles, or pain, there is always a positive outcome at the end of the tunnel. And also in the Bible, Joseph's story is one of the most striking examples of pain being transformed into purpose. Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused and imprisoned for a crime he did not commit. At every stage, his pain deepened, not because of his mistakes, but because of circumstances beyond his control. Yet Joseph did not allow bitterness to define him. Instead of becoming resentful, he remained faithful, diligent, and open to growth, even when he was in prison. Over time, his suffering sharpened his wisdom, his humility, and leadership capacity. Eventually, Joseph rose to become second in command in Egypt, saving nations from famine, including the very brothers who had betrayed him. Joseph's pain did not disqualify him. It prepared him. What looked like delay was actually development. And Joseph himself said, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Then there's a story of Oprah Winfrey's early life, which was marked by deep pain, poverty, abuse, rejection, and repeated setbacks in her career. She was told she wasn't fit for television and was fired from her first anchor job. Rather than allowing these wounds to silence her, Oprah used them to deepen her empathy and sharpen her voice. Her pain became her connection point with millions of people around the world. She built one of the most successful media empires in history, not by hiding her pain, but by owning it, learning from it, and allowing it to shape her message. Oprah often says that her struggles gave her clarity, compassion, and purpose. Her pain became the soil in which her success grew. So pain is not the end of your journey. It is the doorway through which your purpose begins to speak. Purpose grows in the places where your heart has been stretched, tested, and humbled by pain. Let us now examine 10 lessons that pain teaches us in a positive way. Number 1, pain as a sculptor. Pain has a way of shaping us in ways comfort never can. When life hits hard through loss, failure, betrayal, or unexpected challenges, it presses on the hidden parts of our character. In these moments, we discover strengths we never knew we had, just like a sculptor chisels away at stone to reveal the masterpiece within. Pain chips away at what holds us back. It removes the unnecessary, exposes truth, and reveals potential. Without pressure, the stone remains ordinary. With pressure, it becomes extraordinary. Lesson number 2, growth begins where comfort ends. Comfort feels good, but it rarely produces growth. It's the discomfort, the stretching, the breaking, the uncertainty that pushes you beyond your current limits. Think of an athlete training for a marathon. Muscles must tear to grow stronger. Stamina must be tested to expand. Without that temporary pain, the body would never rise to a higher level. In life, the same principle applies. Growth is often found on the other side of discomfort, not inside the ease of routine. Lesson number 3, your pain expands your capacity. Every painful experience enlarges your inner capacity, your emotional strength, your resilience, and your endurance. A person who has never faced hardship will fold quickly under pressure, but someone who has navigated storms learns to stand firm. When you walk through difficulty, your heart stretches, your patience grows, your ability to endure increases. What once would have crushed you no longer intimidates you. Lesson number 4, pain creates direction. Pain often redirects you towards where you're supposed to go. Many people discovered their calling after something painful happened. Could be a job loss that pushed them into entrepreneurship, a heartbreak that led to deeper self-worth, an illness that birthed healthier habits. Pain reveals misalignment. It exposes what isn't working. It wakes you up. It forces you to ask, is this really the life I want? Without discomfort, many people would remain in places they have outgrown. Lesson number 5, pain builds compassion. When you've been hurt, you understand hurt. Pain can soften the heart rather than harden it if you allow it. People who have walked through dark seasons often become the greatest encouragers, leaders, and healers because their pain taught them empathy. They can recognize someone else's struggle because they lived it. Their words carry weight, and their presence brings comfort because their compassion is real. We are now halfway through this lesson, and if what you've heard resonates with your mind and with your soul, hit that subscribe button to help us on Motivational Corner bring you more life-changing and transformational videos. We don't just talk fluff. We believe each one of us has the potential to become more resilient, more successful, and overcome any level of intensity of pain. Lesson number 6. Pain pushes you towards self-discovery. Pain forces you to look inwards at your beliefs, your wounds, your identity, and your habits. Without discomfort, many never bother to discover who they truly are. Pain pushes you to reflect. What matters? What needs to change? What am I capable of? Think of people who started writing. painting, counseling, or leading because of what they endured. Their pain unlocked a hidden part of who they were meant to be. Take the example of Elon Musk. When Elon Musk founded SpaceX in 2002, his vision was bold and widely mocked: to make space travel affordable and ultimately enable life on other planets. Many experts believed he was naive and destined to fail. Between 2006 and 2008, SpaceX attempted to launch its first rocket, Falcon 1, and failed repeatedly. In the first launch in 2006, there was an engine failure shortly after liftoff. On the second launch in 2007, rockets reached space but failed to achieve orbit. And in the third launch in 2008, a collision during stage separation caused another failure. Each failure was public, it was expensive and humiliating. By the third failed launch, SpaceX was on the brink of bankruptcy. Elon Musk later admitted that the company had enough money for only one more attempt. Had it failed, SpaceX and much of Musk's personal fortune would have been lost. Instead of quitting, Elon Musk and his team did something rare. They studied every failure, learned from the pain, redesigned the rocket, and refined their systems. In 2008, on their fourth attempt, Falcon 1 successfully reached orbit. That single success changed everything. Soon after, NASA awarded SpaceX a major contract. SpaceX gained credibility in the aerospace world. The foundation was laid for Falcon 9, reusable rockets, and modern spaceflight. Lesson number 7. Pain strengthens your faith. In spiritual terms, pain often becomes the ground where faith grows roots. When everything is easy, we rarely look upwards. But when the storms come, when answers don't appear quickly, when tears fall more than words, that's where faith deepens. Many believers testify that their closest encounters with God came during seasons of pain. They discovered grace, strength, and peace they could never have manufactured on their own. Lesson number 8. Pain becomes the fuel for your comeback. Some of the most successful people on earth were propelled forward by painful beginnings. Oprah faced childhood trauma. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in the pain of poverty, divorce, and depression. Nelson Mandela became a global icon after enduring years of imprisonment, 27 years to be exact. These examples show that pain is not the end. It's often the beginning. People rise higher, not because they escaped pain, but because they transformed it into fuel. Lesson number 9. Pain reveals what you truly value. When you lose something, you learn what matters. When a relationship breaks, you learn how you love. When finances collapse, you learn how you manage. Pain strips away the unnecessary and reveals your priorities. It forces you to protect what is meaningful. In this way, pain becomes a teacher, guiding you towards a life built on purpose, not distraction. Lesson number 10. Pain forces courage to emerge. Courage is not born in moments of ease. It appears when you face something that scares you but choose to move anyway. Pain creates these moments. It demands bravery. It forces decisions. It pushes you out of passivity. Courage grows each time you act despite the discomfort. Eventually, pain teaches you that you are stronger and braver than you once believed. Just like a seed must break open to grow, you too must sometimes be broken open for your potential to emerge. Pain can feel like the end, but often it is the beginning, the cracking that releases the new version of you. Many people find their voice, their mission, their talent, and their purpose through pain. Something inside awakens, something powerful and unstoppable. So pain in itself is not the enemy. How you respond to it determines whether it becomes a prison or a launch pad. You can allow pain to make you bitter, or you can let it make you better. You can let it close your heart or open your vision. You can run from it or rise through it. When you choose to rise, pain becomes the very force that lifts you into your next level of strength, wisdom, maturity, and success. Thank you for listening, and remember to hit that subscribe button so we can continue this journey together, one step at a time. Thank you for watching.